In this session, let us design push-down automata for some of the languages. A recap on the formal definition of PDA. Push-down automata is a 7-tuple where finite set of states Q is there, finite non-empty input symbol sigma is there, finite non-empty set of stack symbols, that is the set of all symbols that you can use in your stack represented by tau. A special state in Q will be designated as the start state, and there will be a set of final states which is again a subset of the set of states. The transition function delta, which actually takes three inputs Q, sigma, and then the top of the stack, and will give you the destination state and the top of the stack as the result. Finally, we have the bottom stack marker Z0, which actually represents the bottom of the stack. Now, this is the first example we took. Design a pushdown automata to accept strings of the language. L is equal to a power n, b power 2n such that n greater than 0. The language will have some sample words of this kind: ABB, AA 4Bs, and then 3As, 6Bs. Like that is, whatever be the number of A's we do have, B is twice as that of the number of A's. That's the meaning of the language as we can see here. So let us take this as your sample word, AA 4Bs. Given a problem, there are multiple ways to arrive at a solution in a programming language. Likewise, for design also you have multiple ways to arrive at that. Let us see two different ways of doing it normally. So the first way being, if the input word is this, the first method is that for every A's can be pushed onto your stack, and when the first B comes, we don't need to change the stack, and when the second B comes, you can pop it out by mapping a particular A. Then when the third B comes, you can leave the stack as it is. When the fourth B comes, you can pop it out. That is, for odd number of B's, you can leave the stack as it is. For even number of B's, you can pop. The second method is that given a string of this kind, for every A's you can push in 2 A's. So while pushing itself will have 2 into the number of A's. Then for every B you can pop it out. So considering the case of efficiency, this method is not feasible because that's not recommendable, because consuming lot of memory space unnecessarily. So while considering the effectiveness point of view, the first design is good. Otherwise, logically both are correct. Now let's see the stack configuration for both the cases. So when the first A comes, we'll be pushing it onto the stack. When the second A comes again, we'll be pushing it onto the stack. When the first B comes, see here the stack configuration is not at all changed. It will leave it as it is. So this is odd numbered B, so no change in stack, right? Then when the next B comes, there will be a pop-up. So this is even numbered B, so pop it out. Then the odd number, leave the stack as it is. Even numbered, pop it out. When the stack has only this Z0, we say the word is accepted by the automata. Now let's see the stack configuration for the second type of design. So the second case goes like this. When one A comes in, 2 A's or what will be inserted onto the stack. When the second A comes, altogether we have 4 A's that will be on the stack. When B comes, you just pop it out 1 A, second B, third B, fourth B. That's it. You reach the bottom of the stack, which means the word has been accepted. Now let's move on to the design of PDA. Let us first go with the first design, where we will be pushing A's onto the stack. A's will be pushed onto the stack. Then even number, pop. So let us draw a pushdown automata. Just follow it up. It is very easy. Q0. Initially, let us take this word. For example, initially when the first A comes on our input, the stack will have only Z0. So our intention is to push it down. So this Z0 will be kept as it is, over which you should have A. So it will become A Z0. Go to state Q1. After that, whatever be the number of A's that comes on your input, always you will have A on the top. So I am drawing a self loop. When A becomes your input, when A is on the top, just push. Push means replacement. So this A will remain as it is. This is what is the input you are going to push. Now that when the first B comes on your input, okay, so what is expected to be on the top? A. Since it is odd numbered B, you should not change, and hence you have to leave the stack as it is. I am just replacing A by A, which means the configuration of stack won't get changed. For the second B, just A has to be replaced by epsilon, which means you have to pop it out, entering into Q3. So this is for even number and this is for odd number. When the third B comes, again that's all. When B is my input, just leave the stack as it is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It will go any number of times. Finally, what is expected on the input is to have epsilon, and then the stack is expected to have Z0. Leave the stack as it is, enter into a final state. So that's the design of first method. Moving on to second method. What's the second method now? You have to push 2 A's for 1 A in input. This is your second method. Okay. So what to do? From Q0, if you see a A on your input, when the Z0 is on the bottom of the stack, leave the Z0 as it is. For 1 A you replace 2 A's. That is the meaning of that. So after that, whatever A's that comes on your input stream, always you will have A on the top of the stack. This A you can retain as it is. 2 more A's you can replace. These 2 A's are for one single input A. Now the context is simple. For every B you will have a mapped A onto the top. So just move on. So this you repeat for as many number of B's, A's as you see on the stack and as many number of B's as you see on the input stream. That's it. Finally, you are expected to have epsilon on your input, Z0 at the bottom of the stack, enter into a final state. This is the push down automata configuration. The description of this push down automata, transition diagram representation, the transition function representation is given by instantaneous description. Instantaneous description, as the English meaning implies, it describes the state of the machine at a particular instant. So how to write the transition function? Delta will take 3 inputs. Okay, delta of what are all the inputs? Q0. What is the first input symbol? A. What is on the top of the stack? Z0. Okay, so this symbol we have to use. What is the final state? Again Q1. And what is the destination? Top of the stack Z0 has to be replaced by AA Z0. Similarly, Q0, comma, no, only one transition from Q0. So from Q1 on A, when your input is A, what is that? The destination is Q1 and this A has to be replaced by triple A. And from Q1, you have B as your input and A is expected to be on the top. You will have Q2 and epsilon. Then you have Q2, comma B, comma A is the top of the stack before transition, and after reading the input symbol, you can stay in Q2 by popping out the symbol. Finally, from Q2, if your epsilon is your input, Z0 is the top of the stack, enter into final state Q3, having Z0 as the top of the state. So this is the instantaneous description of your push down automata. Coming to the next problem, L is equal to A power n, B power m, C power m, D power n. So it's understood that A's and D's has to be same and B's and C's has to be same. And the sample words are given like this: A, B, C, D, A, double B, double C, double D, and it goes on. Let's take this sample and try to see the configuration of stack. Initially, stack will have Z0. Then when A comes on your input, push it onto the stack because this is the language right? And A has to be equated to D, and B's has to be equated to C's. Okay, and hence till this point you have to push, and after that you have to pop. Now when B comes, you are pushing in. When the second B comes, again it's pushed. Then when C comes, you have to map C with B. So we are popping out B. Then for the next C also again we are popping out B. Then for the last symbol D, you have to equate it with A, and hence you have to do the same. It's done now. Hope this configuration of stack is clear. Just we will move on for representing this using PDA. So let's take one sample word A, B, B, C, C, D. So from state Q0, what is expected? A, your initial stack will have Z0, and you have to push it onto the stack which is A Z0. Enter into state Q1 where you can push any number of A's. So what is on the top of the stack A? Just you have to push. Similarly, you will also have B's on your input. When B comes on your input, what is expected on the top is A. Just you have to leave A as it is, push B. So you'll have BA. Okay, so this you can do for any number of B's that comes on your input, B/BB. Now C is expected to be on the input, which has to be mapped against B. So B should be on the top, pop it out. Similarly, C, for as many C's that comes on your input, map it with B. Finally, D is expected to be on the input, which needs to be mapped to A. So A/epsilon, enter into a state, and here for as many D's that comes on your input, A's has to be popped out. Enter into a final state when epsilon is your input and Z0 is the bottom stack content. So this is for pushing A. This is for pushing B. This is for C, and this is for D. So likewise the push down automata goes on.